the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And with all of Curry's talents, one of the great shooters of all time, maybe the greatest. Kenny, where does he stand among all-time great players, period?
Wow, all-time players. Now, that's a different...
All-time great players, period.
Well, he's starting to get in a discussion because of the multiple MVP things and the championships. Because the greatest players in the world, not only have they won awards, but they've won multiple championships. So he's moving into that category right now.
To add on to what Kenny is saying, it's about something you can hear and something you can wear.
What's that?
Rings, baby.
Ooh.
Rings.
You can hear it.
2 rings won't get it. 3, maybe. 4, 5, 6. Oh.
Okay.
I just can't add anything to that.
Oh.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
And for the Warriors, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Here's Dinwiddie. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the talented forward pair of Durant and Green at the 3 and the 4. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle.
Let's remember, DeMarre Carroll has been around a long time in the NBA. This guy is a tough defender, and his offense had taken a step back the last few seasons, but last year took on a much greater role and was a big-time locker room presence.
Allen, that's good.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
And here's Brooklyn. First quarter, just over a minute played. Dinwiddie passes to Russell. There's the dish to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
And Coach had nothing but praise for his players, saying, "They've done everything I've asked. They've put in the extra work in practice, trying to turn their weaknesses into strengths. That's showing up in the win column." As a coach, Kevin, that's probably the best you can ask for. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Russell after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Russell kept alive. Here's Davis. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Boy, still not quite in rhythm. Just 1 for 4.
It's Curry outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
My goodness, the pure shooting stroke of Steph Curry. It's the envy of every NBA player.
Russell kicks to Dinwiddie. There's the pick. Shoots off the screen, and it falls over the rim and in. Dinwiddie's got his first basket of the night.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
Stripped away. There's the pass to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
The free throw drops for Durant.
What you love about Kevin Durant is he's an MVP level candidate every year, and yet there's a hunger and a thirst to get better at basketball. This is so fun to watch.
Here's Dinwiddie. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Davis. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn trailing. Allen with the screen for Russell. Down low. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Russell. And that's now 6 points for Allen.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside, Davis. Dishes to Dinwiddie. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Doors for a couple teams that had high hopes coming out of the gate. Frustration starting to build, and you can even sense it with the fans. They're getting a little bit nervous here.
And this is the critical stage where when you've gotten out of the gate slowly, it's your leadership that has to step up. They've got to have a strong voice in the locker room, not overreact to mounting frustrations, and just calm the nerves of the young players. It's important to keep your unity in tough times.
One of the coaches always say, don't let go of the rope. Everybody's got to pull in the right direction, same direction. Don't let go of the rope.
Great point, Kev.
And that one's good by Davis.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So it's the Warriors now. 4-point game. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Cousins. Back to Thompson. Screen by Cousins. Durant kicks to Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Cousins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Kerr. Dinwiddie passes to Carroll. Here's Dinwiddie. To the right side. Russell from long range. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry kicks to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. And another 3 for Golden State.
As a catch-and-shoot player, Steph Curry is as dangerous as it gets.
The Nets with the lead. Here's Dinwiddie. Screened by Russell. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Durant. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Now, here is Russell. And stolen by Cousins. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Back to Curry. To the inside. Here's Durant. That one wide left. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Napier passes to Allen. Thompson in the corner. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, this is his specialty, right? Klay Thompson's shooting form from range, so pretty.
Napier kicks to Russell. There's a good screen. And nothing is falling for him right now. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Cousins. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
Crabs checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for Golden State, Jordan Bell's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
This is where the length of Sean Livingston on the defensive end is a problem for the offense. This guy's so capable of making game-changing plays.
Now here's Cousins. 17 points for him last game against New York.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
And here is Crab after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Screened by Fareed. Inside, off the pick, and the layup is good. Fareed's got his first points of the night.
Well, Alan Crabb continues to develop his skill, and that's a pretty pass right there.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 18-5 run.
Well, you think about the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Atkinson having a tough task of rebuilding this organization. It is still feeling the effects of the trade that stripped them of so many picks. But give Kenny credit for embracing the challenge and knowing there's a long road ahead.
Now here's Napier. 8 points his last outing. Bell with the block.
Well, the high motor, versatile defender Jordan Bell twice on the pipes.
Fareed the pass to Crab.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Livingston, that's good. And with Atkinson in the nets, he said it feels like the team is a starter.
Right. Atkinson has taken a more hands-on approach with the team. He works out with the group. He does weightlifting with them. He wants to build the idea that the team is striving towards something together.
Here's Napier following the score by Golden State. 5 on the clock. Allen dishes to Napier. Shoots over Curry. And it's Napier missing.
Well, they know not to leave him open from mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Crab. He's covered by Livingston. In the corner, Napier with it. Connects from three-point range. Napier's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to Curry. Three-pointer. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Nets trail by 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in, and then for Golden State. Jerebko's checked in for Cousins. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. Cook kicks to Jerebko. Back to Cook. Golden State moving it around. To the middle. And then Jerebko with the dunk.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's Crab. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
Alan Crab doing work on the interior, sir. Okay.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Iguodala. He's guarded closely. And here's Napier. Fareed outside. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Fareed. Pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Napier. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Napier's got 5 now. Warriors leading by 8. To the inside, Livingston played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Napier passes to Allen. Back to Napier. Rebounded by Jerebko. Iguodala against Harris. To the middle. Here's Livingston. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. He's got 8.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
I've been a player that thought he knew it all. Thought he was the best thing walking, and you know, I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, of course, my game has grown, my knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ, but it's just the typical thing from a rookie to, you know, a veteran.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now when Cousins keeps his emotions in check. He's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
Kenneth Faried is out there with Davis. Then it's Alan Crabb. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Harris in at the small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, Livingston in space understands how to get in transition and hurt the defense. That's pretty.
Nets trail by 11. Doris with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite. And I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual.
Screen by Faried. Napier kicks to Harris. Pass to Faried. Over Urebko. Rebounded by Bell. Warriors leading by 13. From the line. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Grab the pass to Faried. Feeds it to Napier. Second chance shot. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Napier's got 11 points.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Cook kicks to Iguodala. And there's the pass to Livingston. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Passes it to Napier. Now Davis. They set the pick. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
A physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Bell passes to Iguodala. Over Harris. Iguodala, no good. Nets trail by 10. In the corner, it's Harris. To the left side wing. Crabb kicks to Harris. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 10. Jerebko the screen. Here's Cook. Crabb pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Nets.
And really, their guards have been the ones that have done the bulk of the passing and shot creation. Sometimes the ball handlers will look to score more down the stretch. We'll see if that becomes more of a focus.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. In the corner, it's Harris. Off target with his 3.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Cook kicks to Livingston. Over Crabb. And again, no good by Golden State. Nets trail by 10. Harris passes to Napier. Now Faried. 17-foot shot on the way. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, there's no doubt. The offense looked scattered. Tons of turnovers, some of them forced, certainly, but many were not. It was made easy to defend.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Carroll dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Carroll. Kicks it to Russell. Pass to Davis. Floats one up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A lot of guys can take over a game, Doris, at a moment's notice. Snap of your finger. In your mind, who goes that quickly into that zone and takes over like that?
I'll tell you this, the guy who comes first to my mind is Klay Thompson. I mean, what we've seen this guy achieve in a 12-minute quarter and the speed with which the ball from the touch of his fingertips to the release is incredible. Damian Lillard, another guy, doesn't get it off quite as fast as Klay, but can put 20-30 in a quarter in a heartbeat. Guys like Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, when they start cooking, boy, you better step out that kitchen because you're going to be in trouble, Kevin.
You are. Well said.
And love the fluid shooting motion from Durant. A high percentage bomber with a quick fire release.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Green kicks to Durant. Screen by Cousins. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. LeVert the pass to Carroll. Lets it go with a 3. That one doesn't drop, and Golden State will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Nets trail by 10. Here's Dinwiddie. The 10-footer. Good on the jump shot. Dinwiddie's got 5.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
It's Curry with the drive. He gets that one. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
Down low, Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. They set the pick. Davis, the pass to LeVert. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Kevin, that's all about the quick first step of Karis LeVert. He gets to the rack in no time.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Timeout called, the Nets.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Thompson against Russell. He kicks to Dinwiddie. Inside. It's tipped. Thompson outside. Cousins inside. He's against Allen. Thompson for three. Another three for Golden State. And talking about Curry's start, his parents were tremendous athletes themselves.
That's exactly right. His father, Dell, played 16 seasons in the NBA. His mom was a standout volleyball player. His sister was too. Athleticism runs in the family. Those are some pretty good genes.
And the Nets miss again.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
And it goes down 2 points. Green's got his first 2 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They set the pick. Dinwiddie passes to Russell. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Kerr. That's good, and the Warrior lead has got back down to 14 on those points from Dinwiddie.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Thompson against Russell. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Don't you love to see Karis LeVert rise and fire? Perfect form on that release.
Pass to Durant. Back to Curry.
I'll tell you, with that being a second foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
Here's Cousins. He's got 7. Green kicks to Thompson. Lobbed up there for Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Russell passes to LeVert. Back to Russell. The tray. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
One shot.
With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories? Well,
think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
And he can't get the first one.
I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
Good on the second free throw. And as you watch Kerr, he really has his own distinct coaching style.
How about, Kevin, he once said that coaching is 90% creating environment and 10% strategy. Now, listen, we know this guy is tremendous with X and O's, but there's something helpful about his sense of humor and his upfront, honest approach. Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Here's Dinwiddie. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Well, think about it, guys. Last year, Spencer Dinwiddie, a little bit of a breakout year, right? Stepped in for the injured D'Angelo Russell and helped the Nets stay competitive, proving to be a big-time scorer.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Fareed's checked in for Brooklyn. He hits both from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Curry on the wing. He had 22 points in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another. Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
34 seconds left to play in the first half.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Right, you can't walk it up the court right now. You've got to act fast and be aggressive.
And here are the Nets. It's been 13 unanswered points for them. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Thompson. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Curry, and it's off the back rim, no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points and 2 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
The Brooklyn Museum, just one of the many places to visit here in this famous borough of New York City. Welcome back, folks. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Curry has been sensational.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Then I think, Greg, the key was the team was looking for him, right? They knew they had a hot hand, and they just kept going to him.
Warriors leading by 3. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Davis against Green, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 3. Here's Allen, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Warriors shooting here about 46% for the game. Curry kicks to Thompson. And it's sent back by Russell. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Carroll. Out left to the wing. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. The dish to Dinwiddie. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Stephen Curry. For Brooklyn, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line. The first free throw is good.
Well, the Brooklyn Nets, one of the younger teams in the league this year and last year. And obviously, with young teams and with the style of play, turnovers are going to be something you've got to contend with along the way.
And Allen drops them both. And along with the turnovers, outside shooting can be a problem for the Nets.
Well, think about it, Kevin. I think there's a fundamental belief in today's NBA that you need to shoot the 3 to win at a high level. So even though this organization right now doesn't have a ton of lights-out shooters, they are committed to getting that style established in their franchise.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Curry kicks to Green. Cousins with a screen for Green. The feed to Thompson. That one goes in. Thompson's got 12.
I think you can make a strong case that Draymond Green is the best passing 4 in the league. Unreal court vision.
Here's the screen to the paint. Here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Curry passes to Thompson. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right, because you don't want to give him this and one.
Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, can score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Thompson. And is there any doubt Klay Thompson could go to another team and average 30 points a game as the main offensive weapon?
Yeah, you know, he's not an attention seeker, and that's just not his personality. He knows it's more fun to play for a winner.
Dinwiddie dishes to Davis. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Cousins kicks to Curry. And stolen by Russell. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Count the basket.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
The Warriors trailing. Curry on the wing. Pass to Cousins.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
As fearless and physical as he is, Boogie gets to the line more than just about anyone.
Harris is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. The Warriors also with a sub. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. Pass to Dinwiddie. For 3, Harris. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And with Cousins, and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
The Nets making a switch here. Napier's checked in. Jordan Bell's checked in for Golden State. Russell passes to Allen. Poked away. Fires at the elbow. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Russell.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
They set the screen. Bell dishes to Thompson. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Napier kicks to Allen. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, KD has become such a feared defender, and there creates off his defense an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Harris passes to Allen. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Allen's got 7 points here in this quarter. Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Harris against Durant. Kicks to Bell. Now here's Napier. He's covered by Livingston. Harris. Bucket is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Warriors shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. They get the rebound, and it's sent back by Russell. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Harris. Out to Russell. Davis sets a screen. Back to Napier. No good from outside. Now here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter. Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
The Warriors shooting reasonably well, 45%. Cousins inside, defended by Allen, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Ed Davis.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
Roof shots.
That one is off. Some changes for Brooklyn. Fareed's checked in for Allen. And it's Allen Crabbe in for Harris. Golden State also making some changes. Jerebko comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. And he sinks the second. Well, looking at this Warriors team, some say the best offensive team in NBA history. Doris, would you agree?
I don't necessarily love comparing over eras. What I would say is they've got one of the best pure scorers ever in Kevin Durant. 2 all-time great shooters in Clay and Steph. And then Draymond Green, one of the best playmaking bigs we've ever seen. I'll tell you, they'd compete with just about anybody.
Davis with a screen on Iguodala. Russell dishes to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Iguodala kicks to Jerebko. Pass to Bell. Cousins with it. He's guarded by Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. D'Angelo Russell, the lefty playmaker out of Ohio State. Doris, a lot to like about his ability to create.
Well, certainly Kevin has a nose for scoring and combines that with good vision. I think the one thing he's got to be careful of is shot selection and taking care of the basketball.
LeVert's checked in for Russell. Timeout called, the Nets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Now here's Crabbe. He's covered by Iguodala. Grab the pass to Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific finding the open man.
Now the pass to Fareed. There's a screen. Here's LeVert. Bangs home the trifecta. LeVert's got 10 points in the game. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Iguodala, the pass to Cousins. Six for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Crabbe kicks to Napier. Lets the 3 fly. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Passes it to Crabbe. Now Fareed. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Napier. Fareed, left side. Another shot. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. He kicks it to Livingston. Over Napier. Misses off the left iron.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Bell dishes to Iguodala. Screen by Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala kicks to Cousins. And it's off from three-point range.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Pass to Crabbe. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Crabbe's got 5.
You've got to be able to read the defense and catch and shoot situations. Allen Crabbe does just that.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Karis LeVert, a player who executives knew had potential, Doris, but they were scared away on draft day.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, the 3 foot surgeries early in the career had a toll on that. But let's remember, the Nets took a chance, and he has more than shown with the ceiling he has what a good decision that was.
So for the Nets, Damari Carroll comes in for Davis, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Shabazz Napier. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jordan Bell. Klay Thompson comes in for Jerebko. And Curry subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson for the triple. Brooklyn with the rebound. LeVert's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Dinwiddie passes to Carroll. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Or is this Brooklyn team, they've been playing more up-tempo the past few seasons.
Well, this is a team that has been amongst the highest-paced teams in the league the last few years. They have a roster that excels, Kevin, in open space. And you have to, as a fan, I think, appreciate the style of play.
Carroll hits them both.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
Screen by Cousins. Green passes to Livingston, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, he might be a point guard, but don't sleep on the vertical of Mr. Sean Livingston. You're talking about a big-time athlete.
Crabbe with the ball. He's got 5. Screen by Fareed. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. They get it back. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Curry has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Carroll. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Green. The Warriors have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
He hits the second from the line.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Crabbe in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Buries it from three-point range. Crabbe's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, if Allen Crabbe is going to make contested shots like this, give him just a tip of the cap, because that is nice.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Kenneth Fareed is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Alan Crabb, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn, and it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Warriors trail by 3. Outside, Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Draymond Green obviously gives you a lot of things, Doris, but what really jumps out on the stat sheet are the assists he picks up.
I think Draymond Green would tell you that it's helpful to have terrific scorers around you, but what this young guy does have is incredible vision, an unselfish and focused mindset. Draymond Green is an asset to any organization.
First free throw is good.
Well, to me, the infectiousness with which Draymond Green plays, it impacts everyone around him. I love that.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, let's remember that Draymond Green was drafted in the 2nd round, but that competitive fire runs deep, and he has memorized the names of the 34 players selected ahead of him. Talk about holding a grudge.
Stolen by Durant. Green kicks to Cousins. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Cannot believe he missed that. I'm sure he can't either.
I agree. And despite all his success, Draymond continues to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, there remains, Kevin, a desire to prove his critics wrong, and it served as great fuel to keep this guy hungry and focused.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Curry passes to Thompson. From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. The Nets making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 3. Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Okay, D'Angelo, Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
The Warriors shooting well. They're at 45%. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Curry. Dinwiddie passes to Russell. Screen by Fareed. Russell off the screen. A second chance effort. Here's Allen. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Green, the screen. There's the pick. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Cousins with a screen for Thompson. He used that pick to perfection. Thompson's got 20 points.
Well, Klay Thompson is one of the most incredibly consistent players off the screen. Gets separation and gets it off quickly.
Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. At the elbow, it's Allen. Back to Russell. 5 on the clock. At the elbow, it's Allen. Takes the 3. Again, Russell missing.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Curry. Russell from long range. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. Curry on the wing. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And Fareed kicks to Carroll. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, some long-distance damage being done by DeMarre Carroll. Evidence of the work he's put in that perimeter shooting.
Outside, Green. It's stolen by Carroll. And the pass to Russell. Here's Dinwiddie. Now here's Fareed, guarded by Curry. Out to Russell. Over Thompson. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Fareed. Fareed's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Green, the screen.
Boy, don't you love how efficient Kevin Durant is from every spot of the floor. This game comes so easy to him.
Brooklyn leading by 5. There's Dinwiddie. Allen, a screen on Curry. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Monday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. And Russell gets it to go.
You know, after a first half of poor shooting, he is turning up the heat now.
Now, here's Thompson. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Hey, guys, you know you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Davis is checked in for Brooklyn. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Carroll kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's the screen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Curry, a screen on Russell. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Allen, a screen on Thompson. It's Russell with the drive. Durant with some nice D. Warriors trail by 3. Thompson dishes to Green. The wide open look for Durant. And it's Golden State with another.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the 4th.
Dinwiddie passes to Russell. Dishes to Davis. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. There's the screen. Here's Thompson. Again, Golden State. For Brooklyn, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. It's Carroll on the wing, defended by Durant. Allen passes to Carroll, and stolen by Cousins. Stolen by Allen. Carroll kicks to Allen, inside. Here's Dinwiddie. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Curry passes to Cousins. Curry setting the pick for Cousins. The screen from Thompson. Durant dishes to Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And the rejection by Cousins.
When he puts everything he has into his defense, Cousins can be a force. Big, strong, and smart. Of course, he's going to block his share of shots when he's committed.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Curry kicks to Thompson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, we know this. It doesn't take a lot for Klay Thompson to catch fire. This guy, an exceptional scorer who can go on some long streaks.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Russell, shot from the inbound, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic, he's confident, he can score it, and he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
And he can't hit the second.
Think about this. In his first season away from the Lakers last year, D'Angelo Russell seemed to be a much more confident player. Looked like the #2 overall pick we expected coming out in 2015.
At the elbow, it's Allen. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 17-7 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And stolen by Russell.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
And Cousins, no good on that one.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Screen by Cousins. Durant in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You just got to be so careful when guarding Durant, because if you put him on the line, he's going to make you pay.
So he gets them both.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Timeout called, the Nets. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Davis. And no good that time. Great D that time from Green. Shot on the wing, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Cousins. Cousins has got his 6th assist on the night. Nets trail by 9. Here's Russell to end the run, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
And so Russell hits them both. Now Curry. Kicks to Cousins. Passes it to Durant. 6 to shoot. Thompson in the posts. Russell's there. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nets trail by 7. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Carroll in the corner. He dishes it to Allen. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Here's Dinwiddie.
Boy, that's gritty work being done at the defensive end by Steph Curry. Stays with this man, not letting him get off a clean look.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Here's Cousins. And Allen with the block. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Curry. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Curry's got 21.
Well, you love to watch Stephen Curry work from all over the floor. That textbook release, whether it's from 3 or in this case, the mid-range.
Russell dishes to Allen. Let's go. And it's Russell missing. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. 54 seconds left in the fourth. The dish now to Davis. Back to Russell. Over Thompson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And the poise of D'Angelo Russell, despite the size all around him, that's nice.
Outside Curry. That one good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Back to Cousins. Out to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset. A commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
Wow, wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And so Russell hits them both. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that tomorrow, next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.